Alright, next up we have Palkia. Alright, we're going to be taking a look at some interesting facts about Palkia. So for Palkia's information, his weight is 336.0 kilograms, his height is 4.2 meters, he is a water type and a dragon type, his abilities are pressure and telepathy, which is its hidden ability. His catch rate is 3, which is also 1.6%. It is not known to evolve into or form any other Pokemon. However, Palkia is the game mascot of Pokemon Pearl, appearing on the box art, and along with Dialga and Giratina, it is a member of the creation trio of Sinnoh, representing space. So that seems pretty cool that he has the power to control space. And for its Pokédex entry, it has the ability to distort space. It is described as a deity in Sinnoh region mythology. So that seems pretty amazing that Palkia is a deity for Sinnoh region mythology for space. Now when it comes to Palkia being in the SpinOff Games, he's made 5 major appearances. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Palkia occasionally appears on the Spirit Pillar stage as one of 3 Pokemon that controls it. It only appears on the stage when the ground on the upper level has a purple tinge to it. Unlike Dialga and Cresselia, however, it will use its powers to distort the stage in multiple ways. Some examples include tilting the stage, turning the stage completely upside down, and reversing the screen itself. The last 2 will cause the movement controls to be reversed temporarily. It often shoots beams in the cave below, dealing a lot of damage to the players that get caught in the blast. So it looks like Palkia is much worse than Dialga since he can reverse the controls. And in Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, Palkia appears as a Pokemon released from a Pokeball. It uses Special Rend, which flips the stage for a time and can cause damage. Palkia also causes damage on contact. So that seems like a pretty amazing assist for a Pokeball that Palkia is in. And in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Palkia returns as a Pokemon summoned from a Pokeball using Special Rend, like its appearance in the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U version, while also gaining a Spirit. And it also returns on the Spirit Pillar stage. So it seems pretty weird to have 2 Palkias on the same stage for Spirit Pillar. And in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, and Explorers of Darkness, Palkia plays a major part in the game's post-story. Palkia first appears when he attacks the player and partner at Sharpedo Bluff, having learned from Darkrai, disguised as Cresselia, and that they were responsible for space being distorted, but the real Cresselia appeared and sorted things out. So that is a pretty awesome thing that Cresselia did. And in Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Almia, Palkia appears as a bonus boss during one of the RangerNet extra missions. Palkia was injured from a battle with Dialga and entered Hippowdon Temple. In its pain, it warped the space of the Almia region and caused all of the locations of Almia to be shuffled together. So that seems like a pretty weird decision that Palkia has made. Now when it comes to Palkia being in the TV series, he's made 2 major appearances. So for Palkia in the movie, Palkia made its physical debut in The Rise of Darkrai, where it fought with Dialga and Darkrai in a battle that nearly destroyed Alamos Town. It reappeared in a flashback in Giratina and the Sky Warrior. In Arceus and the Jewel of Life, Palkia was shown for the first time with both other members of its trio. It joined forces with Dialga and Giratina to fight against Arceus. So it looks like Palkia was helping out to defeat Arceus, and in the battle finale of Legend, Palkia and Dialga were summoned by Cyrus on the Spear Pillar. They were put under his control through the use of the Red Chain, and were tasked by him to open a portal to another dimension, wanting a world of his own. After the Red Chain's destruction and Cyrus's exit, Palkia and Dialga rampaged, creating a danger for Sinnoh. However, the 2 were calmed down and sent away with the help of the Light Guardians. So it looks like the Lake Guardians were very helpful to calm down Dialga and Palkia. Alright, so here is Palkia's shiny form. So for his shiny form, he turns a slightly brighter version of pink to represent the game's mascot of Pearl, which seems like a decent shiny. And here's the QR code if you ever want to register him into Pokemon Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Oh, and here are some other facts that you didn't know about Palkia, is that in games prior to Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Palkia has a catch rate of 30, and the gems on Palkia's shoulders resemble pale spheres, which could obviously mean that Palkia can learn Aura Sphere, and Palkia's gender differs between various Pokemon media. It is genderless in the core series games. It is male in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, and Explorers of Darkness, and it is female in the Russian dub of the Pokemon anime. So that seems pretty weird of Palkia's gender differences. And Palkia is in the highest IQ group. It takes this position in IQ Group J and is the only Pokemon in IQ Group J. So that seems pretty awesome. And in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, and Explorers of Darkness, Palkia, along with Primal Dialga, the legendary Titans, the Magnemite family, and Regigigas, all speak in all capital letters, unlike the other Pokemon in the game. So that seems pretty funny, especially considering that they're legendaries. And at the end of one of Palkia's roars from the Pokemon anime, or roar from Mecha King, Giratina, a kaiju from the 1991 Toho film, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, can be heard. So that seems pretty funny, since Palkia seems to be ferocious since he's a dragon type, and Palkia's water type could be in reference to the fact that the ancient Greeks believed that the earth was suspended in water and that hence space was filled with water. So it seems pretty awesome that Palkia is a water dragon type, and he looks pretty great for a legendary after all. Way to go, Palkia!